Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Famous ACME Comedy Hollywood and the Hollywood Stands Up Open Mic Live. Now please welcome to the stage the host of the Open Mic Live, Ian Tindell.
Yes. Thank you. Am I on? Is this on? Yeah? Kind of? Oh, okay. It wasn't very loud. All right, thanks, guys. Welcome to Hollywood Stands Up Open Mic Live. I'm your host, Ian Tindell. The crowd is still excited to be here. That is amazing. Yes, thank you guys for coming out. If you haven't been here before, you guys get 4 minutes. I will light you at 3 with that lamp right over there, so pay attention to that. Also, guys, we have a stand-up show here tonight. It's our class graduation show at 8 o'clock. It's totally free if you guys want to come out and check some comics out. Also, you'll get a ticket for $1 off of a drink at the bar next door. So if you have nothing else to do at 8, that's a good thing to do at 8. All right, guys, let's get started. We're going to go ahead and start with Jonathan Rowell, followed by Richie, and then Pat. So, guys, give it up as we start tonight for Jonathan. Woo!
Hey, guys. I was just over at my parents' house. Going to have to move back in for a little bit. Pretty sad. And I was messing around on the computer, and I was like, this isn't so bad. This is a nice house. I have food. I still have my car. This isn't that bad, and it's only temporary. And I was messing around on the computer, and then I saw that one of my parents' previous Google searches was mature couple exploring the world of swinging. So my parents are getting really into swinging. They're so into it, you guys. Which freaked me out, you know, and now I have to move back into their house, which, I don't know, are they going to host any swinging parties? I don't really know. That'd be something. I come home from Mike's and just my parents are just like in mid-swing. I don't know. But my dad, I don't have any problem. I don't even know why I'm thinking this. This is not even my choice. It's not even my decision. I shouldn't even have an opinion on this. But I do. My dad lost a lot of weight, and he looks really good. Like, really good, you guys. So when I think of him swinging, I'm like, yeah, that'd be a good thing for him and his life. Then I think of my mom. She's like this petite, sweet woman with curly hair, and she's so nice, and I can't wrap my head around it. Like, but maybe that's like what my dad's into. Maybe like my dad likes to see my mom being plowed by like this big cock, and she just like berates him while it happens. You know, she's just like, this is so much better than you. And then my dad gets off on that, you know, and I guess that's fine. I guess that's healthy, you know. I guess if that's what they're into, that'd be cool. That's fine. Anyways. All right, you guys. I throwing a baby shower. You guys can all, if you guys want to come, you guys can come to the baby shower. Just let me know. It's my niece's baby shower. She's my age, so it's not weird. She's not like a 9-year-old having a baby shower. Although if she was 9, I would still throw her a kick-ass baby shower. Still throw a big extravaganza for her. But this is my first baby shower that I'm throwing. We're like really close. So like I brought I bought a bunch of safety pins. All the ladies are gonna play with safety pins, you know, those baby shower games. And then I'm gonna buy a bunch of pastel candies, and we're gonna put it in the jar, and we're gonna guess how many candies are in this jar. We're gonna guess, and it's gonna be so much fun. And I know, you know. And then I bought like baby oil, you know, and we're all gonna lather up, and we're gonna get a baby, and we're gonna wrestle a baby. Just gonna get a baby and twirl it over our head and wrestle it. So if any of you guys have kids, bring them down, but only infants. Bring your infant down to the baby shower. It's Jonathan's baby shower where we wrestle babies and guess how many candies are in this jar. That's what we're gonna do. Thanks, you guys. Bye.
Quick thing I forgot, guys. this is recorded, just to let you know. So if you want to check out your set later on, just go to HollywoodStandsUp.com, and it'll be archived, and you can check that out, see how well you did or how other thing you did. All right, next up, we've got Richie, followed by Pat, and then John Mishner. So give it up for Richie. Give it up. Yeah, there we go.
Nothing like a bad knee to hop on the stage. That's cool. I'm just going to make a couple of quick observations to lead things off. A friend of mine is investing in exercise technology. Now, obviously, who am I to comment on the state of the exercise industry? Anyway, he's interested in something called P90X. I'm sure it's great. I'm sure it works. But I can't invest in any company that airs their commercials like at 1 in the morning on the Nashville network, like sandwiched between the Hee Haw Marathon. The one where like Roy Clark and Grandpa Jones are strumming along on the banjos playing Kentucky Rain whilst in blackface and using words like colored. Another observation. Hey, Jerry's Deli. I enjoy your food. I probably go to you way too much, as evident by my need for exercise equipment. Can we make the menu a little bit smaller? I'm just saying, can we whittle it down a little bit? Way too many pages. All I want to do is order a sky-high pastrami and Swiss, not read the Torah. So let's make things a little bit easier. I'm half Mexican, and I only mention that because I still can't believe this happened. The city of Los Angeles has a Mexican mayor. And for us, it was like winning the Super Bowl. Except I'm a little indifferent on the guy's name. His name is Antonio Villaraigosa, which it flows beautifully, off the lips. But the name Antonio Villaraigosa, it makes him sound like an old drug lord on an old episode of Miami Vice. I can just see like the lieutenant guy, that you could barely understand in the office. And he's saying, Crockett, Tubbs, see if Villaraigosa has anything on the Colombians. It appears the pipeline's in play. So I am half Mexican, which means two things. By law, I'm a Raider fan, and I'm Catholic. It just happens. You're born that way. The first thing you receive as soon as you exit the womb is a Tim Brown number 81 black Raider jersey and a set of silver and black rosary beads. And away you go. Now, I only mentioned the Catholic thing because my mother's after me constantly to go to Mass. Why don't you go to Mass? Well, it's not fun. It's Catholicism. It's not supposed to be fun. It's supposed to hurt. And sometimes in more ways than others. But I would go if they made it just a little more entertaining. Like, make it a sporting event. Make it like going to a Dodger game. Right? Have like a sports PA announcer announce everything that's going on, Like you'd walk in the doors at like midnight, like at noon. That'd be a fun church at midnight. Walk in at noon and you'd hear some announcer go, "Hey everybody, welcome to St. Monica's Cathedral. Hey, Mass time is 1:30 p.m. Hey, Father Andrew's stepping up to the altar. Hey, last season, Father Andrew had a 325 Mass attendance percentage, 35 confessions, 112 baptisms. He's all Vatican." Hey, parishioners, don't forget, next Saturday and Sunday, St. Mike's is coming to town. Grudge match. First 500 parishioners in attendance will receive a Pope Benedict II bobblehead doll. And also, the 7th Communion stretch brought to you by Bud Light. Twice the taste and half the gale. Hey, this coming down the injury wire, Father Joe out 4 to 6 weeks, hamstring pull. And Mother Superior, ooh, hey, she's out indefinitely. She's got stigmata. Cool, man. Thanks, guys.
Now, being Mexican, of course, we would assume, being Catholic, looking like me, a lot of times the assumption seems to be obvious is that I did grow up Mormon. That's just funny. I'm not Mormon anymore because it's insane, but I kind of wish I was, because then living in a world where I would eventually get my own planet. Like, that just seems like a nice life to lead. But they're crazy. They are. Sorry, Mom. All right. Next up is Pat, followed by John Mishner, and then Ryan. Give it up for Pat.
What's up? I should tell you guys right off the bat, I don't have any Junior Seau material. I don't have any Newt Gingrich jokes. Timeliness, not my strong suit. I've got some Jean-Benet Ramsey stuff I'm thinking about breaking out in a couple weeks. Do you guys know one of the Menendez brothers wears a wig? That's going to be weird in prison. Those are old references, people. By the way, when the Buddhist moral causation theorists rise up and take over the world, we're going to be sorry that we wasted Carmageddon on a street closure. One of the necessary evils in this town is the headshot. If you're an actor or a comedian or a singer or a dentist, at some point you're going to need a headshot, and then another headshot, and then another headshot. Because you know what? About halfway through that stack, you're going to get sick of that pose. In fact, at some point, your headshot's going to come to life and wake you in the middle of the night and recommend that you reevaluate the choices you've made to this point in your life. And he's going to be in that pose. A couple tips for you now. They're in color. A couple years ago, a color headshot would have been laughed out of any casting office. Now it's the other way around. If you've got actor friends or comedian friends, at some point one of them is going to ask to sit on the same side of the booth with them at a restaurant with a magnifying glass and a contact sheet and help them choose pensive but not crazy. The invitation, you want to see my new headshot, should always be met with an enthusiastic, "You bet I do," as you pull your cell phone to your ear and make your best, "What? My house is on fire" face, and run in the opposite direction. Nobody wants to see your headshots. It's a big effing picture of you. Would you walk around saying, "Do you want to see a big effing picture of me?" No. It's just that these cost $600 and misery loves company. Today in my bathroom, I watched a fly buzz around and bang against the wall in the shower door and the mirror before meeting his untimely demise beneath a rolled-up Playboy magazine. What good is having eyes with 80 lenses if you can't find the way you got in to get out? You know, a better question might actually be, who's buying Playboy magazine anymore? Why can't I have a hustler in this joke? Maybe a swank. Yeah, they're still making these magazines. They're like $15 now. Have you seen the internet? Porn is free. People always say to me, "Hey, Mellon, what would you do if you were king for a day? What would you do if you had some law-making abilities? How would you use that power to shake things up? What if they made you governor for a day and a half? How would you use that power? What if you were like president for an afternoon? How would you shake things up a little? How would you make this setup last longer?" If I were president, if I were king for a day, I would be able to do 4 things. Number 1, all parking meters now take pennies. Okay? Number 2, all strippers have to dance to fast songs. No more of this arrhythmic swaying to the beat of a song that only you hear. Okay, Candy? Number 3, the truck that goes beep, beep, beep when it backs up in the morning, 2 beeps. Oh, you know what? I'll give you 3 beeps. If you're not smart enough to get out of the way after 3 beeps, maybe you should get hit by a truck. And number 4, if your car alarm goes off for more than 10 seconds, you're killed. You see, for too long, car alarms have cried wolf, blaring on and on and on and on. Sometimes it's a motorcycle driving by. Sometimes it's a baby sneezing. Sometimes it's you trying to get into your car. Here's what you don't understand. If somebody steals your car, we want them to steal your car if the car alarm's going off, so they'll drive it away. We're not going to help you. You lost us the day you let it go off for 30 minutes while we were trying to watch Oprah. I mean football. I recently became a father. Thank you. Thank you. It's great. I have a baby girl at home, and I love being a dad. I didn't know I was going to be a dad. When I didn't have much of a role model. When I was a kid, my dad said, "I love you so much. You are the only child I ever wanted." He said it to my sister. I was listening from around the corner. I hope this comedy thing works out, because she said her first word the other day. It was Stanford. It's an expensive school. That's my time. Thanks, guys. Good night.
What's with the barkiness people get off today? I don't know. I mean, I'm fine with it. All right, the Wolf Comedy Hour again. All right, guys. Next up, we've got John Mishner, followed by Ryan, and then Chris. So bark it up, I suppose, for John.
All right, thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I started dating some girl recently, and she farts all the time. Yeah, I said to her, what'd you get your degree in? Ass communications? Yeah. Every time I fart, she makes me put $1 in the jar. Talk about high gas prices. I was in her bedroom the other night and looked under her bed, found a shoebox full of dildos. And I said, I didn't know you were a groin collector. I was doing my laundry before coming here tonight, and I was in kind of a rush. I put bleach in with my dark clothes, but they'll be all wet. Then I was on my way here, and I ran over 2 rabbits. Talk about a bad hair day. Yeah, I had a couple jobs when I first got to LA. I tried porn, and I got a part in a fetish video, but the director fired me 5 minutes after being on set. He said I got off on the wrong foot. Then I got a job at a car repair shop. Yeah, I got a job at a car repair shop. It was in a bad part of town. Guy comes up to me and says, "Hey, what are you doing in my hood?" I said, "I'm just checking your engine." And worked as an assistant director on a film, and it was a documentary on the biggest cat in California. Director fired me when the cat died. I said, "You told me to shoot it in front of the green screen." Heard Venus and Serena Williams just opened up a restaurant. Yeah. I wonder if they serve tennis balls. I was out walking my dog the other day, and I saw across the street Robert De Niro was walking his dog. His dog turned to my dog and said, "You barking at me? You barking at me?" I was doing a little acting the other day, actually. I was on a film scene, and it was a farm scene on the set. So a lot of cows everywhere. And in between takes, one of the cows walks by me and bumps my shoulder. I turned and said, "Hey, you got beef?" Then I looked closer, and it was pink. I thought, a pink cow? That's rare. Yeah. And I walk into I get home, I go into my kitchen. There's a pig standing there, a pig in my kitchen. I said, "What are you doing?" He said, "I'm baking." You know where dogs and cats in outer space go to get fixed? The International Spay Station. Thank you.
I don't anticipate that this enthusiasm keeping up, but we'll see if it does. Next up, we've got Ryan, followed by Chris, and then Matt. Give it up for Ryan.
4 minutes of that. This will stay. We'll keep this going. I have some cute new some cute new jokes. Trying to work on my my more family friendly stuff. I got a lot of like dirty jokes. I'm getting sick of. So I'm working on my. It's like for children, a lot of it. So it's like they're like riddles. So if you know the answer, you can yell them out. It'll be fun. And if you can't guess, then I'll tell you, and it'll be fun. I think. What did the snake major in college? History. Okay, that's one. Okay, good. Guys, what did the poodle major in college? Architecture. Guys, okay, good. That's 2. Guys, what did the parrot major in college? You can take guesses. We can have fun. Here's a trick question anyway. He majored in Beaconomics, minored in poli-sci. Guys, what did the... Here's an easy one. Everyone gets this one. What did the bumblebee major in college? There it is. Business. Fun. Guys, what did the cow major in college? Good. I was going to say communications. But it could be an either or. Guys, what did the angry wild boar major in college? It was women's studies. It was actually women's studies. Just fulfilling the stereotype, you know? That's racist. You know what? You right. You know what? You guys are my dogs. Can I get some barks? Thanks, dogs. I thought that bit would be 4 minutes long. I was wrong. You know, every time I don't know if you guys do this, but every time I get in my car at night, I take a quick peek into the back seat. Because I'm nervous there's like a guy back there that'll kill me, like strangle me. I've seen it, I don't know like who would be, I don't know who's like waiting for me at night to like finish open mics, like come and like strangle, who's just for no reason, just because like, it's Civic. I'm going to kill this guy. I'm going to murder this guy because it's a silver piece of shit Civic. That's like a girl. People consider that's like a girly thing to do. That's like what girls do. They like check their. But why does it have to be like a girly thing to like not want to get killed, to, like survive? Why is that a girly? Like if I'm with some guys friends and they go to the bathroom, why let's all go to the bathroom? Why is that like a girly thing? I want to gossip, you know? Why is that? I want to get a massage from a guy. Why is that like a girly? I put makeup on my dick. Why does that have to be like a girly? I want to kiss a man on his hips. Why is that? That's like stereotypically like a girly. Nice. In conclusion, this one, okay. When I'm walking, if I'm outside, I'm sorry, but if I'm outside and I'm walking down the street, if I'm outdoors, I don't feel the need to cover up my sneezes, okay? Or my racism. Good enough. Thanks, guys.
Like how we added the snakes into there. Getting diversity. All right. Next up, we've got Chris, followed by Matt, and then Joseph. Give it up for Chris. Someone's very excited for Chris.
Thanks. For all the dog noises, the guy 2 comics ago did dog jokes, and you didn't laugh at them. Like, he was steering into the curb. Today is my birthday. I am turning 31 today. I'm 31. Feels great. Don't worry. I'm going to go talk to girls after this. I think it's crazy. Like, I was noticing, I got a lot of Facebook updates today, and I was noticing how the joy of birthdays has totally turned into, like, the humdrum of middle age. Like, when I turned 21, the whatever the fuck you used to do on MySpaces were like, we fucking did it, let's get rocked. And now it's just like, welcome. That's what people post. I feel old. I want to tell you how I feel like an old black man. Here's how I feel like an old black man. The word nerd has done a 180 in its meaning in the past 10 years. When I was a kid, a nerd wasn't something that you wanted to be called. And I did a lot of cardio and free weight training to avoid being called a nerd. But now it's like a mark of pride. It's the white version of the N-word, in the sense that now it is used as an empowering thing. But I feel like an old black man who's just like, you shouldn't say that word. That's their word. That's not our word. And like, still want to avoid that shit. It's weird. And sometimes I like, I'll just yell at a nerd just to keep it the real definition. Like if I see someone who's helplessly a nerd, I'll be like, "You fucking nerd." But it doesn't. I don't think it's gonna stem the tide at all. I think that word is changed forever. But I guess that's the English language. I dated a girl with 3 dogs, and together, here we go. Guys, you better laugh your doggy lipstick dicks off. I dated a girl with 3 dogs, and together they must have weighed 20 pounds. And they would lose their fucking mind, and they were rescue dogs. Not in the sense that, like, this is a fun dog that just so happened to be spending, like, 3 days in the pound. Like, they were all psychotic, like, we were in puppy farms and spent months in our own piss. So they don't act like dogs. They freak out. And I got to the point where I would think to myself, if she goes to the bathroom and I open the door and they just leave, how mad will she really get? Will she get super pissed? And then I thought, no, that won't work because they're so crazy that they don't know like anything. And then I was like, and this is extreme. I was like, what if I snap all 3 of these fucking dogs' necks when she's not looking? Just one after another. I could probably do it in about 10 seconds. They're real small. I'm way faster. It's not like Rocky with the chicken. I will catch them immediately. And then I think about the story that I have to tell when Fiona, real name, came out of the bathroom. And I'd be like, okay, Fiona, you just missed some crazy shit. This is what happened. Mr. Tucker snapped the neck off of Katie May. And then Mr. Tucker went over to Captain Bigglesworth and snapped his neck. And then he came running for me, and I dodged out of the way, and he ran his head through that plate glass window. Maybe it would make you feel better if you gave me a blowjob right now. All right, thanks so much. I'm Chris Corvus.
The old black man of comedy himself. All right. Yes. Next up, Matt, followed by Joseph, and then Finn. Give it up for Matt.
Thank you. A lot of dog talk up here. I would love to see a seeing eye Chihuahua. I want to see that. You never see it. The seeing eye dog's always a lab or a German Shepherd. I want to see a tiny seeing eye dog, you know, and have that blind guy try to explain why he's late or anything. Jack, what's going on? Charlemagne was just freaking out in the corner for about 25 minutes, and then maybe that's the only thing funny about that idea is that the Chihuahua's name is Charlemagne. I'm running with it. So Osama bin Laden's diary is going to be put online. Okay? That's right. Osama bin Laden, the mastermind, the engineer behind 9/11, kept a diary. Sit on that. Think about that. Like, not only did we get our asses kicked that day, but the guy behind it kept a diary. That's just embarrassing. He's dead, of course, but what if he had survived when the Navy SEALs came into that compound? He got away, but they got his diary. Threatening to read someone's diary is a great way to get them to come out of hiding. You know what I mean? I would have loved to have seen Osama bin Laden like freak out like a high school girl would freak out if they threatened to, you know, read his diary. His BLFF, Bin Laden Friend Forever, has to break it to him. He's like, I don't know if you know, they found your diary. Oh my God! Oh my God! OMG FML! Becky, I cannot believe they found my diary. There's a lock on it. I'm okay. It has a lock. They're Navy SEALs. They probably have stuff that can break through the lock. Oh my God! I am so pissed. I am so PO'd right now. If my mom reads what's in that diary, she will explode with state-of-the-art suicide explosives. I don't know what accent I'm doing right now, but you understand it's a bad guy, right? Man, that bit, when I write it and it's done, ooh. Speaking of that stuff, have you guys heard about this new fast food restaurant in Saudi Arabia? It's called Infidel Taco. They have menu items like the burrito and 2 other things that I haven't written yet. So I'm from Garden Grove. My mom and dad still live down in Garden Grove, down there in Orange County, in the house I grew up in. And every now and then, doesn't happen often, but every now and then I will get mail delivered to my parents' house. It's a little weird. Not too much, but the other day, you know what I got down there in the mail? A jury summons. Yeah, I got a jury duty summons sent by the Superior Court of Orange County, who, by the way, I'm 42 now. I haven't lived with my parents since I was 18. The Superior Court of Orange County not only knows that I'm 42, not only thinks that I still live with my parents, but they want a 42-year-old man that they think lives with his parents to serve on a jury. Now imagine that. You're on trial. You're in court. You're guilty. You're a criminal, right? Having to be judged by one of your peers that's a 42-year-old man who still lives with his parents. That's hard to swallow. Worse than whatever sentence you're going to get. You know what I mean? It's like, Your Honor, look, I'll admit it. I'm a piece of shit. I've made some bad decisions. I've hurt some people. I've stolen some things. Okay? But at least I moved out of the house when I was 20. I'm like juror number 4. What's your story, man? Jury of my peers. I don't think so. I don't think so at all, sir. Now, please take me away, but I am not that guy. I am not that guy. Thank you very much, guys. I remade Matt Champagne.
I don't know whether to be encouraged by the enthusiasm or worried for your health at this point, but I do like it. All right. Next up, we've got Joseph, followed by Finn, and then Rob. Guys, give it up for Joseph. Joseph. Give it up for Joseph. Give it.
Shut your fucking cake holes. Hey, Ryan, what did Oprah Winfrey study in college? Economics. Fat bitch. Fat fucking bitch. Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am ladies? Yeah, right. Wishful thinking. There's nothing like comedy to repel a woman faster. It's like there's two things women hate: comedy and rape. And most regard comedy as if it were rape. Anyway, this is so exciting news, guys. I saw the new Batman trailer yesterday. And oh my God, I still don't understand why I'm supposed to give a fuck. First of all, the first 2 movies were horrible pieces of shit. Mainstream fluff made by the Carrot Top of cinema. If Carrot Top were well regarded for some inexplicable reason. You want to know why Memento is backwards? Because it's so fucking boring and tedious. There's no story there. There's no plot there. Get out of here, Christopher Nolan. His brother is a killer. He murdered someone. Anyway, but that's just FYI, some lanyap. Whoever the Nolan father is just doing a piss poor job of raising his kids. A murderer and then a murderer of culture. All in the same household, guys. But the other thing is that all these fucking nerds we're talking about, like comedy people we know, we're talking about it online on the Twitter and on the Faces of Book and the Faces of Death book. As more comedians I know die, it's becoming the Faces of Death book. But that's unpleasant. Maybe a riff that should not have come out of my mouth. But how do we recover from that, guys? But my biggest pet peeve now is these people that like to point out the absurdity or inaccuracies in the Batman story. Like, isn't it weird that Batman hangs around with these kids? Like, why doesn't he just take all that money and use it to create social reform or whatever? It's like, well, here's the deal. These comic books are for fucking children, and you are an adult. That's the absurd, retarded part of the whole comic book conundrum. They're not made for adults. They're made for children. Children don't understand economic reform, by the way, or whatever. I kind of got uninterested in comic books when I started getting erections. I was like, okay, yeah, I get it. I don't need to see 2 men grapple with each other, because that just doesn't intrigue me quite like it does you. 9 out of 10 comedians I see at comic stuff. Fuck. I thought I'd just riff this out and see what happens, but this is just not good at all. should have just quit after I jumped on your joke and just said, fuck it. I'll tell you what they won't sell at Infidel Taco. Freedom fries, guys. Freedom fries. Remember freedom fries? Does anyone remember free fries? Woo, woo. What else? Yeah, comic books, guys, are stupid. They all suck, and they're all for children, and they're all bad. I'd like to formally apologize to all of my fans who are watching at home. This is not a good night for me.
All right, guys. Next to the stage, we've got Finn, followed by Rob, and then Steve. So give it up for Finn. Finn.
Where are my dogs at? Where am I? Oh, wow. Instantly killed it with the DMX. Okay. You guys, we saw something special here tonight. We actually saw Joseph regret something that came out of his mouth. I never thought I would see the day. Oh, he was just fucking with us. Guys, it's okay. We're back to the norm. Ugh, not a good day. I ate at Panda Express alone today, which, like, that's a suicide note, right? Like, I'm good for when I kill myself later. Like, they'll be like, oh, there's no note that, oh, wait, I think I saw him eating at Panda Express alone. Like, this explains it pretty much. Oh, it's the worst. I'd never eaten there, and I decided I would give it a shot. And then just got so sad eating my orange chicken and broccoli beef. It's not even good. I don't understand. You guys, like a lot of you, I was pretty cool in high school. Guys, I was so cool. Teachers got fired when they didn't have sex with me. That's how cool I was. Probably had a lot to do with how handsome I am, how handsome I was and continue to be. Guys, I'm so handsome, whenever I commit a crime, for me to get a fair trial, I can only be tried by a jury of blind people. We're running out of blind people, you guys, because I commit a lot of crimes. Tried to wear my tank top to the zoo the other day. Took it to the reptile house. Boa constrictors tried to fuck my arms. Then I pulled my dick out, and they backed off. Because even boa constrictors know they can't mate with anacondas, you guys. These are all great jokes. That's rapist, yo. Yo, that's rapist. Oh, God. I'm pretty modest, you guys, too. I'm a pretty modest guy. I'm so modest, when you look up modesty in the dictionary, there used to be a picture of me, but I asked to have it removed. That's how modest I am. That's the best joke I've ever written. That's the best one. I'm crawling here, you guys. I'm crawling. Soon I'm going to walk, and then I'm going to fucking fly. I'm going to fly out of here and leave all you fucks in the dust. Oh, Jesus Christ. What are we doing here? I was at a coffee shop today, and not today, that's a lie. Truth and comedy, you guys. On Sunday, I was at a coffee shop, and this guy walked in, and he was wearing sweatpants and a fedora, which, yeah, like, fuck that guy. You know, fuck that guy. Oh, my God. Fuck that guy. And, like, if any of you have ever done that, have ever worn sweatpants and a fedora, like, you're monsters, and I don't respect you. So fuck you guys. Because that's like, that guy mastered the art of not trying at all and trying way too hard. Like, he's just, because you don't, like, the sweatpants I sort of understand. Like, you can wake up and just decide not to give a shit that day, just to look like garbage. But no one just wakes up in a fedora. Like, that's a choice you make as you're leaving the house. You have to wake up and be like, oh, I guess we're just going to go casual today. Better grab my fedora, and then you walk away. Oh, fuck that guy so bad. You know what, you guys? I think we all learned a lot here. I think we learned that I'm going to be great at comedy someday. But today, how about this day? Why is today different than all other days? I'm out of here. You guys, thank you. One more road to cross.
Got to admit, I'm glad I did not wear what I was originally going to wear, which was sweatpants and a fedora. Would have felt like a bit of an idiot after that joke. All right. What's that? I'm human garbage. Yeah. For that and other reasons. Okay, let's... next up, Rob, followed by Steve, and then Jeremiah. Give it up for Rob. See, it's still going on. It's losing a little steam, but we're still there.
Man, I was thinking Infidel Taco, owned by the same parent corporation as Kremlin Fried Chicken, serving the international chicken bucket meal with bread square. Yeah, KFC. Yeah. Probably a third example of that too. So what's with this Jackson Pollock that everyone's talking about? If you ask me, it looks like a bomb went off in a Mondrian painting. No? Fine then. Races are weird, huh, guys? Because they're all the same thing, but they seem so different. Like the Indianapolis 500, Boston Marathon. White people are good at one of those. Black people are good at one of those. You know who Prohibition was hardest on? The alcoholics. I mean, just imagine if we outlawed heroin today. People don't realize that it's not the heroin that's illegal. It's just buying it or selling it or possessing it or using it, growing it, making something out of it. Other than that, heroin is completely on the level. That's why I tried to convince a roommate I had in college that he should get on heroin because he was a very nervous guy, and he had a lot of problems. But I figured if he got on heroin, he would just have one problem. It would just be a problem consolidation system. Holistic Connect 4, not a very good game. Everything's already connected. How many people here have read Lord of the Flies, the popular novel Lord of the Flies? If you haven't, Piggy dies at the end, just so you know. In addition to my volunteer work in stand-up comedy, by day I'm a video editor. And as a video editor, I can tell you that there are times when it's easier to just go to IMDb and add something to the Goofs page than fix a mistake. If a supervillain, like, let's say, Lex Luthor, since Joseph is so excited about comic books, came up with like a devious plan to push the Earth off of its axis as, let's say, part of a complicated real estate swindle. And it were up to Superman to push the Earth back into position, that would be amazing. But if it happened right out here on La Brea, it would just look like a guy doing a handstand. I hail from the great state of Ohio. I knew even before moving to Los Angeles, like I have a lot of Ohio pride, but I knew I would never be the guy who liked Ohio the most. That honor goes to a gentleman with a full chest tattoo that says, "I, the shape of Ohio, Ohio." He doesn't heart Ohio, he Ohio's it. He likes it so much that he's changed it from a place to a reflexive verb. I'm kind of into grammar and language, that's what I Ohio. So I like to think about, like I'm interested in the things we say, why we say them. And I started wondering about the word megalomaniac recently. I thought maybe it was a portmanteau, which is two words that are smashed together to make a new word, like Amtrak or Gorgonzola, Cinemax, blaxploitation. These are examples. And I was thinking, it's just a corruption of like mega egomaniac, and sort of like how we used to have Saint Nicholas, Santa Claus, Santa Claus. People it got too difficult to say. People eventually just started saying megalomaniac. I thought it was a recent word. And my guess was that it was coined to describe Hitler. So I did some research. I asked Jeeves. Jeeves didn't know. You just get a picture of him doing this. So then I went to a dictionary, and I was wrong. Turns out it was coined in 1890, which means it was coined to describe that bastard Grover Cleveland. Incidentally, though, I also looked up Hitlerific, and that was a word that was coined to describe things that were Hitlery. So 50%. Felt like I was doing okay. Good night, everybody. My name's Rob Schultz.
All right, only 3 comics left, which means the barking is coming to an end, but we still have a little bit left. Give it up for Steve, followed by Jeremiah, and then Dana. Steve, come on up. Yeah.
Poor Hitler. All this abuse.
Guys, you got to hand it to someone that was able to combine a marriage proposal with a suicide pact. That wasn't bad. I can't think of a lot of bad things that guy did, really. A lot of good ideas from that. Oh, Adolf Hitler. Oh, yeah, that guy was a fucking maniac. I'm thinking of Clarence Hitler. He was a sweet dude. Super nice guy. He also killed his new bride on their wedding day, though, as well. Weird how that works out. But I don't know, you guys don't know this about me. In high school, I belonged to the competitive eating team. Yeah, it was pretty cool. We didn't get a patch for our letter jacket. We had a big food stain. This is my Rhino Flanagan joke right here. Some of those guys were pretty good. They went on to be professional competitive eaters, but that's not where the real money is. It's in the pro pooping league that you really you sideline. These are all terrible. All terrible. The teardrop tattoo rapist is back in action after a 5-year break. You know, I feel like we could catch that guy if only he had some sort of distinguishing characteristic we could recognize him by. Oh, fuck me. This is terrible. I might just give you guys a break. Stand silently up here. Wouldn't that be nice if there was like a little timeout during these comedy ordeals? Where's Willie Thilly? That's what he used to do. He would just come up here and stand. It was like a little sorbet. Just a little palate cleanser. You could tune out. You could have conversations. Comedy's awful. You guys notice how no one wants to come to comedy shows? It's awful. It's terrible. You have to pay such close attention to what these people are saying. People are tired. They've been working all day. Hey, why don't you guys come in here, sit down, pay super close attention. I mean, even closer than you paid in school to your professor. Because if you miss the operative word in this joke, the whole thing's just a waste of your time. And P.S., you know, your friends you're with, the ones you haven't seen in like a month because we live in L.A. and we don't see anybody, don't fucking talk to them. If you talk to those friends of yours, we're going to call you names from the stage. We're going to make you sorry you came in. You know, I've been applying for jobs lately. Dude, it's tough. I can't get the jobs I want. It's really getting me down. I had one experience. It was really bad. I really wanted this job. It was perfect for me. And I know I shouldn't do this, but just to give myself a better chance, I made up a bunch of lies about my education, my job history, my accomplishments, everything. And I put all those lies on my resume, and I told those lies in the interview, and I still didn't get the job, which really bumps me out. Because what that means is that not only can the real Steve Schneider not get the job he wants, but the very best Steve Schneider I can imagine can't get the job he wants. Thank you very much, Acme Comedy. I'm Steve Schneider.
All right, guys. 2 left, so give it up for Jeremiah and then Dana. Acme's own resident barking enthusiast, Jeremiah, come on up.
That's right, stretched and ready. That's how I do it. That's how I do it. I do need a stool, though. I do need a stool. I'm kind of freaking out a little bit right now. Guys, have you ever been to an ugly town before? An ugly town.
there's like where thank you where there's you walk in this town and for whatever reason everybody's like a 1 or a 2 and for whatever reason you're like a 13 on this scale. You're like, what is going on here? Like, what factory had like a nuclear holocaust here? Like, one of those towns I would have to say is Des Moines, Iowa. I have family in Des Moines, Iowa, and it's just like the ugliest, like most morbidly obese people all like in one city. Like it's so bad there. I saw a family of obese people in motorized wheelchairs crossing the street together, like in a fleet, like a flying V. It was awesome. And like whenever I walk into the Walmart there, I feel like a supermodel. Like I walk in, I hear like techno music playing, like there's like a German guy in the corner. It's like, yes, turn to the left, turn to the left. And there's like British people there like, we've never seen one of these before. I'm like, why are German and British people in Iowa? Cool. Women hate cheaters. I think guys do too, but women like wish harm upon men if they cheat on them. They're like, what? You cheated on me? I hope your penis falls off and you get every STD known to man. Like it's bad. Like I would never cheat on on my girlfriend because I know a good thing when I have it. But she threatens me. Like she's like, if you cheat on me, we are so through. Once a cheater, always a cheater. And like we were watching some indie suspense movie recently, and the guy who was cheating on his girlfriend got his head cut off. And as soon as the guy's head gets cut off, she looks at me and she goes, "That's what happens." Yeah. Let's see. Like, trying to remember this. Cool. That's how you know it's good. Frick. I'm gonna do something else. Is there a stool anywhere back here? Maybe? Frick. No, it's fine. I need a stool. No, it's okay. I'll just do this real quick because I don't have a minute and I wasted my time. Okay, guys. Back in the day. Oh, okay. I'll do this bit. Thank you. I'll go ahead and do this bit. Guys, I hump a lot of stools. I hump a lot of stools. I do it. It's a lot in my act. Me humping stools, me humping things. It's just part of who I am. All right. Like I've humped so many stools on stage, like that I'm more likely to have like a stool baby than an actual baby. Like whenever my future woman has like the doctor's just gonna come to me and just be like, "Mr. Watkins, it's a stool." Thank you. That's what I've always wanted. Hey there, little guy. How you doing? What's going on? I love you so much. So much. I'm so happy that stuff like this gets recorded and randomly put on the internet. It's gonna this is gonna be so one day, guys, one day it's gonna be so fun to comb back through the archives of Acme Comedy to see these comedy gems. Thank you so much. I'm Jeremiah Watkins. Have a great night.
And one day that stool is going to be worth a lot. Thank you. All right. Guys, our last comedian of the evening, give it up for Dana. Come on, give it up. We've been giving it up all night. There we go. Yeah.
Thanks, guys. I was hoping to get a little like meows or something. Yeah. Am I the only girl tonight? Yes. Cool. Guys, I'm doing the paleo diet. Diet of our ancestors. All day, I just eat nuts and meats, and I feel really slutty about it. You know you're getting old when the highlight of your Friday night is going to Trader Joe's at 8 o'clock, right? I love Trader Joe's so much, though. Like, how can you not love Trader Joe's? You walk in, there's bright lights. They're playing 80s music. You can dance if you want to. I'm like, yeah, I can work with this. $3.99. Everything's like $3.99 and under. That's like the price there. And then you go, and the checkout line and the cashiers are so nice, right? They're always like chatting you up. And this guy's like, so what do you got planned Friday night? What do you got going on? I was like, this. I'm doing, how long can I do this for? Right here. You can dance if you want to. No, I have to go to get escorted out of Trader Joe's, guys. Here's something I get creeped out about. When I see a shorter man with a taller woman, like dating, because I dated a shorter man for a while, and like, he used to always really get mad at me, like whenever I wore high heels. And then I always got mad at him, like whenever he stood up, ever. And like, we never really argued. We didn't really argue, but when we did, I was like, listen, we both got to sit down or this is going to escalate because you're staring at me eye to chest and I'm just not feeling it. Not feeling it. You can't be romantic with a short guy and a taller woman because he can't like sweep you off your feet, you know? And like, he literally couldn't even sweep because like the broom was just like taller and he was shorter and it was just like didn't really work, so he had to use a Swiffer. So now I just date guys that are above 65 years old. I date older men. What's the point of that? I'm trying to find an ending to that because that just didn't work. All right. All right, I'll end with a question for you. Have any of you guys ever been bonoed before in your life? Nope, because I made it up. Here's the deal. Okay, I'm obsessed with Chaz Bono. I mean, we kind of all are, right? Like, is it a man or a woman? Is it a man or a woman? Somebody should just have sex with it and let the world know. That's all I'm saying, people. Basically, getting bonoed is, I want you guys to use this, so I'll let you know. When something starts off as normal, right? And all of a sudden, out of fucking nowhere, it just blows up in your face, doubles in size. Oh my God, you got bonoed! What? I got bonoed. You can use it with anything, guys. You can apply it to anything in life. Like, you take a sip of water that was left out on the counter, find out it's bleach. Mom, you just bonoed me? Mom, really? You let the bleach on the, thought it was water. Find out the person you're dating for 9 months is actually into men, not women. It's big time bono. Big time bono I should have seen coming. I didn't see it coming. Instances from my life, is this what? Ultimate bono, walking on your roommate, masturbating to a picture of Chaz Bono and Chastity Bono side by side. Ultimate bono, definitely did not see that coming at all. You guys have been great. Yes, Acme Comedy Club, I love you. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, I tweet a lot about Clay Aiken, so.
All right, the meowing and the hissing and the barking is over for the night because this is over, but please go and bark and hiss and meow at other people tonight and don't bono anyone. Have a good night, guys. I'll see you next Wednesday.
Another round.